Service, compassion, generosity, and a keen concern for others must be a common strand. It really must be in the DNA of Sister Mary Pat Nalen and her cousin Leo Hendry. A renowned businessman and a socially responsible leader, Leo, you somehow find time for authoring books and race cars, and you're the driver. Your need for speed is not only found on the track, it's your record time for social change that is so impressive. You're an outspoken corporate and political presence, successful not only as a CEO, as a board member, and also as an influencer in public life. You always speak of responsibility, not privilege, and you have practiced with both word and action. Leo, you are well recognized as an activist, as a champion for diversity and inclusion, as an amazing, generous person. The Sisters of St. Dominic of Amityville are so thrilled and grateful to call you friend and benefactor. Best of all, you and Sister Mary Pat share in such a family heritage of goodness and care for the common good. How blessed we are to honor you both.
Leo always had from the beginning a strong sense of thanking his Jesuit education and the values that the Jesuit education instilled in him about genuine fairness and general fairness across the board for everybody.
He feels like he's failed if he's not first, if he doesn't win.
Leo always feels the need to get everything at work done very fast. If Leo wakes up at 6 o'clock, or Leo wakes up more like at 4 or 5 o'clock, but by 6 o'clock, Leo's starting to send emails about things he wants to have done, and then he'll check in at noon about whether they're done yet, even if they're going to take a week to do. How are we doing on what I just talked about this morning? It's a fast pace. And Leo got into car racing.
And he won twice in Le Mans in the class that he was racing in. Was on the cover of a magazine for that.
He does not know how to say no to anyone who asks for something sincerely in need. He is generous to a fault with the blessings he's been given. And he spreads the blessings he's been given around, not just to the people he works with and knows, but to charities and people around the country and world he never knows.
He reaches out to many, many people, helps many, many people that none of us know about because he never talks about it. I'll give you a small example. When he was CEO of TCI, then the largest cable system in the world, a revered employee of TCI died, and his son was autistic. And his son, all of a sudden, was an orphan. He didn't have a place to live. So Leo, being CEO of this company in Denver, reached out into the community, found him a place to live, and then hired him. His name was Joe McCulloch. He hired Joe, this autistic young man, and he said, "Joe, your job is to manage the mail room." Well, Joe didn't actually manage the mail room, but Leo sent him around every day throughout the business offices. The idea was to make people feel good by seeing Joe.
We used to make a joke when early on in Intermedia that if someone was coming in to raise money or seek money for a charity, if they sent in a none, it was very likely they'd get a yes.
He's had a huge influence on many, many people's lives, mine included.
If you go through any corporate headquarters, Leo is as likely to stop and say hello to the janitor and the receptionist as he is to the CEO or CFO of a corporation. He treats everyone the very same way.
Business magazines, among Business Magazine's top 25 executives of the year. He was in the Cable Hall of Fame. He was CEO of 5 of the largest cable companies in America.
I tend to call Leo a walking Buddha of generosity and kindness, because that is what he is.
He's kind of a Renaissance guy in terms of his ability to step into a situation, take control of it, and make it turn out well for everybody involved.
I heard someone say recently that a true act of kindness is old men who plant trees the shade of which they will never sit in. And that's Leo. He spends his life planting trees, the shades of which he will never sit in.
Tonight is a very special evening for me. I'm joined this evening by my beloved cousin, Sister Mary Pat Nayland. The Veritas Award, which is being given to me, is a recognition of some things I tried to do in my career and life. But it's really an acknowledgement of the women and men at this dinner this evening, and a particular acknowledgement of Sister Mary Pat. The greatest gift you can give people is to make yourself available to them. And Sister Mary Pat, the whole of her life, has made herself available to people who benefit from her presence, learn from her presence, and congratulate her on the life she's been leading. So I accept the Veritas Award with gratitude, but also acknowledgement of my cousin, as I said, Sister Mary Pat Nayland.